Welcome back, Smooth in Crypto. I'm your host, Maxwell Smooth. Today, we're going to do a little bit of a deep dive into PulseX. I'm super bullish on PulseX. Obviously, you saw my last video. I really think it has a lot of value to bring, especially having the tokenomics that it does. Can't wait for the future because all it shows is positive. And we're just going to jump right into this. Hold on. All right. So over time, the market will buy and burn PulseX tokens based on strictly the fees, right? So a portion of the fees, roughly every $1,000 is going to burn about 60 cents worth of PulseX. So we're just talking about how the PulseX token and then the decrease of the actual token itself through the buy and burn and what it's capable of doing. So obviously the scarcity will be lower. Lower token supply means higher scarcity. With less PLSX available, each token becomes more valuable. This should put upward pressure on the price. Every time it goes down in supply and keeps the same amount of demand or more, it will go up. Because if the buy volume and burn rate outpace sell pressure, then buy demand will exceed sell supply, which would drive the price up. Super bullish. Improved tokenomics as the circulating supply drops. Each PLSX captures more market value. This improves market cap versus supply tokenomics. The speculation is traders may speculate on future price growth as supply decreases, driving further momentum as price rises. However, the magnitude of the price increases supply on various factors, the rate of burn versus new demand. Price impact depends on burn rate outpacing new seller inflows. A fast burn rate coupled with growing demand would have the most impact. So as people are rolling in and using PLSX, this is super, super important that we want the burn rate to outpace the seller inflows. So that just means that the sellers are doing more volume on PulseX itself, and the burn rate is pushing even farther. So if we have both of those rolling at the same time, it's over. Market conditions, obviously, in bull markets, supply reductions tend to boost prices. In bear trends, the impact may be limited. This is what we're seeing right now, right? We're in a heavy bear market, somewhat of the end, and the impact that we have had already is over 2% of the total available tokens, and that's in a bear market. So just imagine in a bull market. Obviously competing projects, if alternative DeFi platforms see higher adoption, the impact on PulseX could be muted. All right. I had to put that caveat in there because we need to keep building projects and keep using PulseX and PulseChain for this to come true. And it seems like we are. There's new projects releasing all the time on specifically PulseX and PulseChain. And we really have a really good thing going here. Overall, the PulseX buy and burn mechanism should result in lower circulating supply over time, which creates favorable conditions for price appreciation in the long run. But the exact price impact will depend on many interval and external factors. All right, little math. This is just rough math. Don't shoot the messenger. Here's all of the stuff. With a 0.06 fee, each $1,000 trade yields 60 cents in fees. At the current price of 0.000114, each 60 cents can burn approximately 52,631 PulseX tokens. To burn 10.5 trillion tokens, right, at these numbers, it would require a total fees of, this is crazy, right? So it needs 199.5 million $1,000 trades to burn about half of the tokens. In dollar terms, this is almost 200 billion in trading volume. So selling, buying, either way, right? 100, basically 200 billion in trading volume to reach half of that, half of the available tokens to be completely bought and burnt. To make a specific price prediction is challenging, but if PulseX buys and burns 10.5 trillion out of its 21 trillion token supply, that would leave obviously 10.5 trillion left. Increased scarcity often leads to higher valuation per token. Reducing the supply by 50% could significantly boost prices. If PulseChain sees high adoption, PulseX volume and demand should also surge as the dominant DEX. It's going to be the most dominant DEX on PulseChain regardless, but we're trying to have the most dominant DEX in the whole industry. And I think we can really do this. As a dominant DEX, capturing even a fraction of the wider DeFi market could mean massive value flow into PulseX. Strong tokenomics with a lower supply and high demand could plausibly push PulseX into the top 10 or 20 by market cap. So if we assume PulseX reaches a top 10 position with around 10.5 trillion circulating supply of tokens, the market cap could reach 50 billion, 100 billion, or 200 billion for just PulseX alone. At 50 billion market cap, we are at approximately $5 per PulseX. At 100 billion, we're at $10 per PulseX. $20 per PulseX if we reach $200 billion market cap. And I know market cap is such a vanity metric for how the actual thing is worth, right? The coin and project. But this is all possible due to math, right? Math makes this prediction possible, right? And so, and it depends, a lot depends on the extent of PulseChain and PulseX adoption beyond just supply reductions. If user and volume growth is limited, the price impact will be muted, right? So we need people to continue to adopt this. But overall, 50% supply reduction could potentially put PulseX in the $5 to $20 range if paired with strong platform usage and the crypto market tailwinds. But predicting an exact price is highly speculative. The key is growing adoption long term. This is a caveat I needed to put in there because it is super highly speculative to say a $5 to $20 price range. But if we decrease the supply by buying and burning half of it, this is all possible. This is truly possible. And this is why I'm so bullish on PulseX. I cannot wait for the future. It's so undervalued right now. And I think a lot of people will soon realize, either in the bull market or the next bull market, right? People are going to be super, super hesitant to get into this at first. But the moment they see 1, 2, 3 monthly green candles, it's a wrap. It is an absolute wrap. And people will realize that this ecosystem that we're building is so monumental. And I truly think these numbers are absolutely possible. And we can do it. So if you found value, please like, comment, subscribe. I'll see you next time.